Hello guys, it is your girl Miranda and I'm back with another video, and I have another message for you guys. And Heavenly Father, he wants you to know that spring cleaning is not over. And upon spring cleaning not being over, because we're still in spring, summer hasn't started yet, we still have a couple more days until summer is, here. Ultimately, we are still going through pruning. And so I was talking to him this morning, and then I was having, some more conversations with him. And, he wants you guys to know that pruning is not meant to destroy a rose. And he says the purpose of pruning is to improve the quality of the rose, not to hurt the bush. And so some of you have been going through pruning, and there's been people that God has been cutting out of your life and, removing thorns from your rose bush. And, he's pruning us. We're still being pruned. We're still in spring cleaning. He's still cleaning things up. And so oftentimes when we're going through spring cleaning, when we're going through a pruning, when we're going through, things being removed out of our life, oftentimes it's gonna upset some people. Some people may get upset because they can't go with you where you're going. And it's not that they can't go, it's that they chose to not come. They chose to not be on the same path. They chose to, go a different route, to go a different way, to follow the crowd instead of following Christ. And so when you're going through a pruning, Heavenly Father, he told me this. He said oftentimes, not only is he going to remove you from, friends, family members, or people who are of the world, but also people who are lukewarm as well, because you can't have one foot in, one foot out. You have to make a decision. And the Bible even says that, he would rather you be hot or cold than to be lukewarm. He says, I will chew you up and spit you out because you are lukewarm. And so God doesn't like lukewarmness. And so God will prune and remove people away from you who are not meant to go, where it is that God is getting ready to take you. And so some people will be upset to the point to where they will start to slander you. They will make up lies, gossip, and that's why God has to remove those people. I'm not going to go into full details, but I had an individual that I was even close with, and just out of the blue, out of nowhere, they, text me about some things, and it wasn't regarding me, but it was regarding my daughter, and basically making up lies about her. And it was really hurtful, because I'm just God, I know this is something that my daughter would not ever do, and that she didn't do. And even when I asked her about it, I could tell from the look on her face, her response, everything, that she wasn't lying. And the lie that the person had made up about my daughter, basically, it didn't even make sense. The lie didn't even make sense. It didn't even make sense. So that's how we knew, and I knew, that it was something that was just a lie. And it's sad that people will slander. If they can't slander you or make up things about you, they'll try to attack your child. And so I'm just like, man, like, God, I bet you this is how you feel. Like, when the enemy attacks your children and uses people to slander and to make up things about them. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to feel? And then he said, keep doing what you're doing. He says, those people who not only that you did things for in private, and you don't have to go into details and list out every single thing that you privately did for them. It could be one thing, two things, three things, or multiple things. That is why I publicly reward you. That is why publicly you are going to reap, the seeds that you sown. So the Bible even says, those who go in private, those who pray to your Father in private, those who fast in private, those who give in private, guess what? Your Heavenly Father will openly reward you. And so a lot of people get mad because you keep being openly rewarded. You keep being openly gifted. You keep being openly picked, openly chosen, openly used. But they didn't see what you went through in private. They didn't see the sows that you sowed in private. They didn't see all the things that you went through in private, and why Heavenly Father rewarded you openly. He will reward you openly for what you do in private. And so you don't have to fight. You don't have to slander. You don't have to talk bad. You don't have to sow discord, because that's one of the things that Heavenly Father hates. He hates gossip. He hates people who sows discord among brother and sister. So if you're going around, gossiping, telling lies, slandering, making up things about your brother, your sister, or even other people, so that they cannot have a relationship, so that basically you can try and make someone look bad. Heavenly Father, He sees that. He sees everything. There's nothing that He doesn't see. And so, oftentimes God will use that to test you and to test that individual, to test both of your hearts, to test how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, how your character is being built up. Do you have integrity? Do you have character? Do you have morals? Do you have values? Do you have the fruit of the Spirit? Kindness, goodness, self-control, gentleness, loving, joy. Do you have those? Do you have those characteristic traits? Are you putting up something fake? Heavenly Father knows, and He sees those things. And so when Heavenly Father starts to reward you openly, you deserve every reward that God is getting ready to bless you with, and God is getting ready to give you, because people will look at you like, oh, that person has it made, they have this, they have that. But you can never judge a person by their outer appearance, because you don't know what that person went through behind closed doors. You don't know if that person doesn't look like what they've been through. And so He wants you guys to know He's still doing pruning. And the pruning isn't meant to hurt the rose. Some of you are rose, like you're rising out of the concrete, and The pruning that you're going through is not meant to hurt you, but it's meant to make sure that you have the best quality of a rose. It's not meant to hurt the rose. It's just meant to get rid of the bad thorns, the thorns that prick people. And so I pray this message blesses you. I love you guys. Be blessed, and I'll be back with another video, Elohim willing. Bye, guys.